Auf geht's in die Simulation. Bam, 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 bam.
You're absolutely sure about that, Professor Semonov?
It's the only logical explanation. How else would Amelieva's gamma brainwaves be able to interact with ChernobyLite if it wasn't at least partially sentient? And what about the gate?
Some advanced form of telekinesis.
That's not a sufficient explanation, not by a long shot.
But if what you're saying is true, that would mean that the wormholes are... No, that is impossible.
Why impossible? Think about it. Just because we've never seen an organism powerful enough to create, withstand, or even direct the exotic energy found near black holes, doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
So these fractal tunnels, they're also organic. So we're what? Traveling through the veins of a giant multi-dimensional Moby Dick?
Right now, thanks to his trials, only the Black Stalker is. And if you like to play with metaphors, I would say more like a giant multi-dimensional squid.
And that would make the shadows, what? Some kind of external white blood cells?
I quite like that theory. They are here to nourish the main host and protect it from intruders and diseases.
Us?
Most of us, yes.
Shadows emerged through the unstable gate, so you don't think it was retaliation or an invasion?
No. I would rather call it the reaction of an organism that was attacked by something foreign.
By foreign, you mean our test subjects? So shadows are some sort of antibodies?
Exciting, isn't it? And Amelieva is like the correct protein, the conduit. She can communicate with the beast, but the beast can also speak through her.
I've seen what happened to subjects who were exposed to ChernobyLite. Getting some FaceTime with this must be unsettling.
What do you care? Our names will go down in the history books next to Newton and Einstein.
Of course, Professor Semonov. This is all worth it.
So ChernobyLite is some kind of sentient, multi-dimensional organism. And Tanya can communicate with it. This is... I can't even wrap my head around this.
It's been so long, my love. Why can't I hear you anymore? Since you gave birth to the boy and fell into a coma. You used to visit me in my dreams. I miss our conversations. I miss you, Tanya. Sometimes. I think I lost my way in all this. Lost myself. We both made so many sacrifices, and now I'm not even sure what awaits us at the end of this road. But this is our only chance to be together. You cannot lose hope now. Please, just let Semenov have what he wants. Give it to him, and then we can have each other.
Poor bastard. It seems his delusion keeps him going. But I need to focus. I have to find out what Tanya is supposed to give to Semenov.
It's fascinating, Professor Semenov, really. But I'm here to discuss business, not scientific curiosities. Our investors need to see a return on their investment.
You don't need to worry about that. It can be monetized in ways they can't even imagine.
But that's just the thing. These people don't like surprises. They want to know precisely what to expect. New types of weapons, medicine, a new means of transportation?
All of that, and more. You can tell your precious investors that the millions they're pouring into our project will come back to them as billions.
And what about the Duga radar? It's been drawing all kinds of unnecessary attention over the years. These dark tourists and those damn stalkers.
It has served its purpose. You can scrap it and make razors for all I care. We've got Amelieva now. She's the ultimate conduit. What we have in the works right now, it will transform the NAR into the biggest conglomerate in the world. It's going to be $1 trillion business. We will use Amelieva to stabilize the gate to another world, the ChernobyLite's world. And once we are able to travel there, this will be a revolution unlike anything humanity has ever witnessed.
Wird immer verzwickter.
You could call it an ontological shock.
Ontolo what? Never mind. Okay, as long as you find a safe way of putting a dollar sign on it, you've got the permission of the board. But, you know, just keep your feet on the ground, okay, Professor? We're here to make money, not destroy the world or cause shocks of any kind.
I've got it all under control.
Klar.
Everything is in place, and our patient zero is ready.
Dear God. So that's what Semenov needs Tanya for? Stabilizing a wormhole? A gate to the origin of ChernobyLite. I need to get to the power plant and find her fast, before he can carry out this insane plan. Who knows what can happen to her, or to the world? I've got to make a plan, and move fast.
Wieder Fehler. Man kennt es. Der Schutzraum. Tag 29. So, wir werden nochmal manuell kurz speichern. So. Hier können wir noch nichts ernten. Hier auch nicht. So, warte mal. Was haben wir denn jetzt hier noch für Missionen? Soweit gar nichts mehr, ne? Warte mal, wir gucken noch mal kurz bei Trophies. So. Das war, erreiche eines der Spielenden. Schließe die Quest bittere Wahrheit ab. Ich gucke nochmal eben schnell bei den Trophies nach.
Everyone, it's time to hit the power plant. We all know it's not going to be easy. We tried before, and not everyone made it. But this time we're smarter and better prepared. I know we can do this. We have to do this. It's the only way we can find Tatiana and end NAR.
Mousy, you're talking about striking at the heart of the Rat King. But have you learned everything possible about his plans?
I have evidence that NAR was conducting ChernobyLite experiments back in the 90s. Tatiana and her baby were two of their subjects. With the rate at which their technology is progressing, soon, nothing will be able to stop them. We must act now.
What about that black mask-wearing motherfucker? Have you identified him?
His name is Boris Glukov. He, Tatiana, and I were close friends until he betrayed us. He helped the KGB gather evidence against Tatiana, then continued to work for NAR after my accident. He experimented on himself with ChernobyLite and ended up with great power. He's strong, one of the strongest, but we can beat him. Together.
Do you know what NAR is actually doing at the power plant? Why is it so important? And what does it have to do with Tatiana?
NAR wants to create a permanent wormhole to the ChernobyLite world and get to its source. Tatiana's abilities are needed to support the space-time bridge. It's hard to know what happens if they succeed. But what they're doing is unbelievably risky. They could unleash something horrific on this world, or become unstoppable themselves. But we're never going to know the outcome, because we're going to stop them.
I like the pep talk, Professor. I think you even gave me a bit of a job. But do we have the right tools for the job?
Yes, we do. We've got everything we need to infiltrate the power plant. This is much bigger than anything any of us has done before. If you want to back out, this is your chance.
You know how I feel. The Rat King must be stopped at all costs, Mousy. I'm in.
I started out doing this for a paycheck. But I'm going to end it for my brother in arms. For Anton. Let's do this.
Whatever it takes to protect my people and drive NAR out, I'm on board.
You think I'm gonna back out now and miss the best part? Fuck no! I'm with you, Igor.
I appreciate your trust. We can't count on the element of surprise, but we know enough about NAR's vulnerabilities to make this work. Time and again, NAR has shown they would rather capture than kill me. We can use this to our advantage. We'll dress somebody up as an NAR officer, escorting a prisoner. Me. That's our ticket inside. We have 2 NAR uniforms, both male. Any takers?
I'll do it. I have no problem posing as an NAR officer. My hand is still giving me trouble, but I can deal with it.
You're not seriously thinking about going without me? I'm a blast at parties. Ask anyone.
Diese Fahrinauswahl liegt auf der Hand. Ne, wir nehmen Olivier.
All right, we still have one more uniform. Any takers? NAR must have upgraded its digital defense perimeter and surveillance system by now. A skillful hacker should be able to at least temporarily disable them.
I'm your man, Mousy. The great Ratcatcher has blessed me with a knack for that kind of thing. Electronics, surveillance, computers. There's no one better than me.
Wouldn't call myself a black hat, but I know enough. As long as we don't get into serious stuff, I should do fine.
Nee. Wir nehmen Tarakan.
I need someone to cover our assets in case we end up in the shit. Someone who can take down a target from a distance, or at least create a diversion.
My shooting's impaired since I injured my hand, but I can manage.
What's there to consider? I'm your gal, Igor.
Last but not least, a spy. I want someone to monitor NAR activities and keep us informed about their moves.
I've been watching these assholes fight the reflection for years. I know how they think. I'm your guy. I know the power plant like a boy knows the woods behind his house. Let me take care of it.
I don't really think we need this kind of support. Just stick to the main plan. Does everyone know what to do? Last chance to reconsider.
Okay. Let's go.
This is it, my love. The last stretch. You've been through so much for me. Make sure you're ready, because it will take everything you have. Your wits, your strength, your plan, your companion's loyalty, everything. Good luck, my love.
So, letzte Mission.
This is it. Today's the day, whatever happens. Everything sorted, guys? Can we start our prisoner escort op?
I'm ready. Though my hand still hurts like hell.
If the uniform doesn't get us in, we have one more ace up our sleeve. Their friend-enemy password. They say, we quell the storm. And we reply, and ride the thunder. Remember it. Before we enter the lion's den, I need to triple check everything is ready. How's my techie? Have you logged into their system?
I'm in, Mousy. What do you need me to do? Overload their systems? Bypass security? You ask and I'll do it. But don't be rash. Once we get started, it's only a matter of time before they kick me out again.
Sniper, are you in position? Have you got eyes on?
I'm all set, Igor, and I feel good. This is just like my hunting days. I get you the fly off your lapel.
Okay, es geht los.
There are a few sentries outside the gate. That's obstacle number 1.
Taking them out quickly is certainly an option, and with the silencer, I should be able to keep my position. It's your call, Igor.
Don't forget that you're a prisoner, Igor. Downcast, hopeless. Use this to our advantage.
All right, Olga. Do it.
Watch and learn, Igor. I'm gonna put their lights out 1, 2, 3.
Können wir die noch looten? Tatsache. Let's go.
So far, so good. But it's getting harder now. NAR's upgraded some of the old security features.
The electronics are the least of your worries. Nobody said anything about this exposed courtyard. You stand out like a signal flare at a funeral, Igor. Be extra careful.
Security checkpoint. What used to be a radiation detector is now a biometric scanner. Clever.
I already found the right database. I'll upload your biometric data, and you can walk right through.
I can't get a line of sight on all of them. Maybe I should target those fuel tanks on the far side of the gates. That'll keep them distracted long enough for you to slip past. But if we do that, I'll have to fall back from this position.
Once those gates read my biometrics, my cover will be blown. We need to convince them somehow that we're friendlies.
Kann der Techniker sein können unter Beweis stellen.
Tarakan, I like your thinking.
One moment. Yes. Done and done. Those gates won't be a problem, Mousy.
Time to move. With a little luck, they won't notice us. The entrance should be very close. It's a large metal door to the tech access corridor. Nothing I can't handle. Damn! If I force the lock, it'll trigger the alarm. This will be tough.
I can try to remotely unlock the door without tripping the alarm, but no guarantees. You'll have to move very quickly, Mousy.
The lock is wired to the alarm system, but Sachko's charges will destroy both the lock and the trigger mechanism. I should be fine.
Der Alarm ist mir egal. Der Techniker soll das Schloss öffnen. Jetzt kommen die Hohlladungen zum Einsatz. Niemand wird es bemerken. Ich bin kein Techniker, aber es ist ein Versuch wert. Beschmoren.
Charges armed. Stay back. We made it inside. We're safe, at least for now. These tunnels just about make a beeline to the reactor. From there, the way to the Ark should be easy. What the fuck? The electronics are sizzling as if they're going to explode.
That's to be expected, Mousy. The power plant's electrical system is antiquated, falling apart. We should find a way to short-circuit the power.
I have access to the circuit board. Perhaps I can cut power to the nearest corridor.
Have you been listening, Mousy? I can turn off the entire sector remotely, no problem. I'll only leave the light on at your location.
I can't shoot the switchboard, can I? I would have to go there in person, which would almost certainly compromise my position. I'll be out of the game after that.
Ein Scharfschütze. Ich mache es selbst.
Okay, the power's off. Here, at least.
Alter, wie schnell sind die? Laufe ich überhaupt richtig?
Hey, are you okay? Olivier?
Let your friend get fried by the electricity. Your negligence caused his death. You're a smart man, Igor. Why would you let this happen? You should have prepared for it.
Olivier, we have to help him!
Let it go, Igor. There's nothing you can do.
We're getting close to the reactor floor. I think we managed to dodge the main security detail. As long as we maintain our cover, we should be good. I'm in the Golden Corridor. It looks like NAR beefed up security after our little escapade. Not unexpected.
Don't be a fool, Igor. Let me take care of it. If I can take them all down silently, they'll be dead before they know what hit them.
If they actually buy our officer-prisoner dress-up game at this stage, then these fuckers are as dumb as a glass hammer.
All right, Olga. Do it.
Wise choice, Professor. One shot, one kill. No luck, just skill.
Nehmen wir auf jeden Fall alles mit hier.
Damn. We need to get past these scientists.
I can help, Igor. You don't need sniper cover at this point anyway. I'll come closer and see if I can stir up some trouble and get the scientists to evacuate. Then I'll clear the area if necessary.
NAR eggheads don't listen to soldiers. We have to trick the fuckers into leaving this room.
All right, Olga. Do it.
Radio silence for now. Trust me, you'll know if I succeed. I know where I am, Igor. I need to run. You're on your own.
Thanks for your help. Be careful.
Toll. Jetzt haben wir nur noch
These old ventilation
Tarakan
will
und
take me straight to the
Mikhail.
Ark.
What the hell is this? Was it here before? Looks like some sci-fi fucking movie prop.
The door is trapped. Touch it, and I'll spend my last moments on Earth convulsing on the dirty floor. This door wasn't supposed to be here.
Mousy, the ventilation duct should not be secured. The Rat King is watching and waiting. I can feel it.
I'll give it a go myself. It looks safe. What's going on? My mask isn't working. The gas. gas must be penetrating my skin.
You promised you'd find me, Igor. Why didn't you prepare better?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Was muss ich jetzt machen? Jeder Kristall stellt eine Erinnerung dar, die du ändern kannst. Während die Welt sich verändert, wurden deine Gefährten Zeugen deiner Entscheidung und haben sich ihre eigene Meinung zu deinen Taten gebildet. Die Veränderung ihrer Haltung dir gegenüber, die du nicht kennst, werden als gelbe Kristalle dargestellt. Untersuche sie, um herauszufinden, was deine Freunde von dir halten.
Sashko asked you to destroy the Moscow Eye or make it work for you. Your choice was to make use of the PDA upgrade. Change the past, Igor. See where it leads you.
What took you so long? Did the tiny dancer get you? He's got a
You going to
Captain Spinny mumbled.
I came here.
The fuck you said? Now shut your. It's easy. Or you can use.
Why do I have to choose?
Don't know.
So
I don't. Last piece of.
Don't you even. There's other.
Aber was ist denn jetzt Ziel?
Tartakan asked you to burn all of his notes. Instead, you tried to find more. Let's move the
You will.
I'm looking for.
A long time.
I'm not sure.
Patsy, quiet, Mousy. Oh, you.
If any burn it, we cannot.
Okay, dann verbrennen wir sie.
While searching, you consider. Don't worry about this for now, but remember that it could still happen in the future. Be ready. In Terracon, you decided. While this can still happen.
So, jetzt haben wir hier hinten zumindest grün. Geil.
Wake up, Igor. We have to go.
What? I must have dozed off for a moment. Let's go.
What are you?
Having doubts, Professor? If you're thinking about backing out, you need to tell us now.
Not a chance. Let's get this over with.
Okay.
You sure this plan of yours is gonna work, Professor Kimanyuk?
Igor, please. And yes, it will. You two take care of your part, and I'll take care of mine. All right?
Try to keep a low profile. Last thing we want is a firefight.
A fire? What are you getting us into, Igor?
It is necessary. It's something that needs to be done.
I don't like riddles, Professor. But you're the boss.
Reminds me of that night op in Syria.
Misha, we can't! We have to fall back! The pressure's dropping. Downstairs, now! Go, go, go!
This is no time for bird watching, Igor. Let's go. Through the fence, into the sewers.
Sewers? Oh. And
Huh?
into the underworld we go.
It's nothing but a hole in the ground, Anton.
Oh. Does anyone else feel each...
Wake up, Igor. We have to go.
What? I must have dozed off for a moment. Let's go.
What are you?
Having doubts, Professor? If you're thinking about backing out, you need to tell us now.
Not a chance. Let's get this over with.
Hä? Ich verstehe das jetzt nicht. Was ist das jetzt hier?
You sure this plan of yours is gonna work, Professor Kimanyuk?
Igor, please. And yes, it will. You two...
Da stand doch der
Wake up,
Schutzraum.
Igor. We have to go.
What? I must have dozed off for a moment. Let's go.
What are you?
Having doubts, Professor? If you're thinking about backing out, you need to tell us now.
Not a chance. Let's get this over with.
Jetzt sag mir nicht, die Daten sind im Arsch. Jetzt müssen wir das alles nochmal machen. So, Überfall starten.
Everyone, but this
So.
time I know I have ever to China. We must.
What about that?
His name. He to he.
Do you know?
Das können wir jetzt überspringen, hatten wir ja schon.
Yes, this is.
You know?
I started.
Whatever.
You think
Time will dress. We have.
I'll do it.
you're not serious?
So,
All right, we
Olivier.
still. NAR
Mikael.
must have a skillful hacker.
I'm your electronic.
One comment.
I need
Talk.
someone to.
My shooting's in.
What's there to consider? I'm your galley.
Last but not.
I've been watching. I know.
I don't really does.
Ja, 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 ja. Mein Gott. Mach jetzt hier keinen Scheiß.
This is it, my love. The last stretch. You've been through so much for me. Make sure you're ready, because it will take everything you have. Your wits, your strength, your plan, your companion's loyalty. Everything. Good luck, my love.
This is it. Today's the day. Whatever happens. Everything sorted, guys? Can we start our prisoner escort on?
I'm ready. Though my hand still hurts like hell.
If the uniform doesn't get us in, we have one more ace up our sleeve. Their friend-enemy password. They say, we quell the storm. And we reply, and ride the thunder. Remember it. Before we enter the lion's den, I need to triple check everything is ready. How's my techie? Have you logged into their system?
I'm in, Mousy. What do you need me to do? Overload their systems, bypass security? You ask and I'll do it. But don't be rash. Once we get started, it's only a matter of time before they kick me out again.
All right, Olga. There are a few sentries outside the gate. That's obstacle number 1.
Taking them out quickly is certainly an option, and with the sound.
Don't forget.
So.
All right, Olga.
Watch and listen.
Ja. Oh, ey. Jetzt macht mich das Spiel hier richtig
This
fertig,
is it,
Alter.
my love. The last stretch. You've been through so much.
This is it. Today's the day. Whatever happens. Everything sorted, guys? Can we start our prisoner escort on?
I'm ready. Though my hand still hurts like hell.
If the uniform doesn't get us in, we have one more ace up our sleeve. Their friend-enemy password. They say, we quell the storm. And we reply, and ride the thunder. Remember it. Before we enter the lion's den, I need to triple check everything is ready. How's my techie? Have you logged into their system?
I'm in, Mousy. What do you need me to do? Overload their systems, bypass security? You ask and I'll do it. But don't be rash. Once we get started, it's
Wir warten
only a
kurz.
matter of time before they kick me out again.
Sniper, are you in position? Have you got eyes on?
I'm all set, Igor, and I feel good. This is just like my hunting days. I could shoot the fly off your lapel.
There are a few sentries outside the gate.
Taking them out quick.
Don't forget the...
All right, Olga. Do it.
Watch and learn, Igor. I'm gonna put their lights out. 1, 2, 3.
Warte mal, wir speichern nochmal vorsichtshalber.
So far, so good. But it's getting harder now. NAR's upgraded some of the old security features.
The electronics are the least of your worries. Nobody said anything about this exposed courtyard. You stand out like a signal flare at a funeral, Igor. Be extra careful.
Security check.
I already...
That'll keep them...
Once those...
Tarakan.
1 moment.
Time to move.
Okay.
The entrance should be very close. It's a large metal door to the tech access corridor. Nothing I can't handle.
So, hier war ja auch noch alles gut.
The lock.
Da haben wir durchgeschmort. So, und bei der nächsten Entscheidung mit dem Strom abschalten müssen wir was anderes nehmen, damit der Olivier nicht stirbt.
Stay back. We made it inside. We're safe, at least for now. These tunnels just about make a beeline to the reactor. From there, what the fuck? The electronics are sizzling as if they're going to explode.
That's to be expected, Mousy. The power plant's electrical system is antiquated, falling apart. We should find a way to
have access to the...
Have you been
I can't shoot the switchboard, can I? I would have to go... I'll be out of the game after that.
Tarakan, I like your...
Today, the...
Kotz gleich. So, warte. Wir speichern nochmal.
Getting close to the reactor floor. I think we managed to dodge the main security detail. As long as we maintain our cover, we should be good.
Was musste ich nochmal machen, wenn ich sterbe? Wenn ich die Erinnerung bearbeiten muss. So, hier lassen wir nochmal den
All right, Olga.
Den Sniper.
Wise choice, Professor. One shot, one kill. No luck, just skill.
So.
I can help. I'll come close.
They're not so...
So.
All right, Olga. Do it.
Radio silence for now. Trust me.
So. Strom hat sie ausgeschaltet.
I know where I am, Igor. I need to run. You're on your own.
Thanks for your help. Be careful.
Das nervt so mit der Fehlermeldung, ne? So.
These old ventilation ducts will take me straight to the Ark.
Ja, wenn ich da jetzt dran gehe, dann macht's wieder Bumm.
What the hell is this? Was it here before? Looks like some...
The door is trapped.
Mousy, the ventilation duct should not be secured. The Rat King is watching and waiting.
Ja, siehste? Ich kann jetzt nur...
I'll give it a go myself. What's going on? My mask isn't working. The gas must be penetrating my skin.
You promised you'd find me, Igor. Why didn't you prepare better?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
So, und jetzt bin ich ja in dem Raum, wo ich die Erinnerung ändern kann. Nur ich verstehe nicht, was ich da machen soll. Jeder Kristall hat eine Erinnerung da. Die Veränderung ihrer Haltung dir gegenüber und die du nicht kennst, werden als gelbe Kristalle dargestellt. Untersuche sie, um herauszufinden, was deine Freunde von dir halten.
These events have not happened yet, as the future is not predetermined. Come back later, Igor.
Was ist das hier? Warte mal.
You and your our team had two you made the Let's change the timeline.
I agree on one, maybe, but the only way to make sure he can't interfere is to kill.
No talking. Anything. How could you? This is. We are killing him.
As much as I pass word, I also want to ask him about...
Okay, I'm ready to...
You brought Koslov in for group interrogation.
Verändere deine Erinnerungen.
Let's try again.
So, this is what it looks like from the inside.
Surprise.
Let's is this a...
What the...
My poor sad...
I don't like...
You should be... What about you? Perhaps Sashka will see about...
Are we done?
You seem...
I know it.
What am I? I haven't...
You're... Tell me about...
He's 10... I don't need to...
Ja.
How do I enter?
You'll...
Again.
Don't be...
You know where...
No.
So, also lassen wir ihn jetzt am Leben.
Do you? I don't have... You will never...
I can see...
Are you ready?
The call is... We quell the storm.
Thank you. What to do with...
It's too...
I want to ask...
He's just... Do not...
I'm not a merc.
Thank you.
You have to... Otherwise...
All I...
Ich verstehe trotzdem nicht, was ich hier machen soll. Der stürzt da immer ab.
Wake up, Igor. We have to go.
What? I must have dozed off for a moment. Let's go.
Ja. Und da sind wir wieder am Anfang. Verdammte Scheiße.
What are you?
Having doubts, Professor? If you're thinking about backing out, you need to tell us now.
Not a chance. Let's get this over with.
Wake up, Igor. We have to go.
What? I must have dozed off for a moment. Let's go.
What are you?
Having doubts, Professor? If you're thinking about backing out, you need to tell us now.
Not a chance. Let's get this over with.
Ja, scheiße, ne? Aber wie kommen wir da jetzt durch?
Ventilation ducts will take me straight to the Ark.
Weißt du das, Himbeer? Zufällig? Was denn für ein Lüftungsschacht? Ja, siehst du, und das ist das Problem.
What the hell is this? Was it here before?
The door is trapped.
Mousy,
Ich kann nichts anderes machen, außer die Tür selber
I'll give it a go
öffnen.
myself.
Ja, und jetzt verrecken wir wieder.
What's going on? My mask isn't working. The gas must be penetrating my skin.
You promised you'd find me, Igor. Why didn't you prepare better?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Ich will aber nichts untersuchen. Dann stürzt das Spiel jetzt gleich wieder ab. Doch nicht.
We need.
What's going on?
I don't know. Yeah. If you know, I'm told that you've put him on there so good.
Gamezone. Mahlzeit. Ja, scheiße. Ja, ich war ja auch lange Zeit nicht on, ne? Durch Corona. So. Jetzt warte mal. Spiel speichern. So, warte mal, ich pack die Save-Daten einmal ganz kurz in die Cloud. bevor hier gleich wieder was schief geht. Rechtschreibung kickt wieder rein, war Himbeer? Weiß ich aber noch nicht. Erstmal müssen wir das hier auf Platin kriegen. So. Warte mal, wer ist uns denn abgehauen? Wo ist denn Tarakan?
Everyone, it's time, but this time we're smart. I know we can do this. We have to do this.
Mousy.
I have evidence that Tatiana and her baby must act.
What about that black mass?
His name is Bor. Do you know NAR? Tatiana's and Tartan. They could unleash, but we're.
Also müssen wir die Rollen anders verteilen, ne?
You know how I feel. The right.
I started out doing this for a paycheck.
Whatever it takes.
You think I'm gonna?
I appreciate your time and again. We'll dress somebody up. We have two NAR.
I'll do it.
You're not seriously thinking about.
All right, NAR must have up a skillful hacker.
I'm your electronics.
Wouldn't call myself a black.
I need someone.
My shooting's in.
What's there to...
Thinking it over, last but not...
I've been watching these ass. I know the power plant like a boy knows the woods behind his...
Does everyone know what...
You've already tried and failed.
Nur ich verstehe nicht, wie ich die Tür überwinden soll.
Let me show you something.
Komm, ich zeig dir etwas. Das ist neu. Jeder Kristall steht für ein Hindernis in einem Überfall, das du schon überwunden hast. Mit den Kristallen kannst du jederzeit einen Überfall starten.
Every decision you made during this mission lies before you. Revisit your choices and change them at your will. Ponder your mistakes
Denk
and
über
make
deine
them
Fehler
right.
nach und mach sie wieder
Finish
gut.
your
Beende deine
mission
Mission
and
und
find me,
finde
Igor.
mich, Igor. Okay. Also jeder steht für einen Fehler.
At the main gates, your sniper eliminated the guards to let you through.
Verstehe ich nicht. Warum soll das ein Fehler gewesen sein?
There are a few sentries outside the gate.
I can't wait to see if this works.
Okay.
Okay, wir geben uns als Gefangenen aus.
This better work.
Ja, das Game habe ich auf jeden Fall noch auf dem Schirm, Himbeer.
Who goes there?
Stand down.
Yeah, I mean...
I've taught you how to change past events. It's time to use that knowledge again. Try, fail, learn, repeat.
Geh durch das rote Pal, wenn du in die Zeitlinie zurückkehren und andere Sequenzen verändern willst. Du kannst auch den Überfall weiterspielen und weiter das Kraftwerk gegen Angriff nehmen. Ich verstehe das nicht. Ist mir zu hoch. Oder ich bin zu blöd. Ja, ich weiß, was du sagen willst. Das zweite Himbeer. So. Das haben wir geschafft. Da sind wir auch durch. Wieso ist das rot?
Terracon remotely disabled the power to the electrified corridors without any problems.
We made it inside. We're safe, at least for now. These tunnels just about make a beeline to the reactor. From there, the way to the Ark should be easy. What the fuck? The electronics are sizzling as if they're going to explode.
That's to be expected, Mousy. The power plant's electrical system is antiquated, falling apart. We should find a way to short-circuit the power.
Ein
Have access
Kurzschluss.
to the circuit.
The electrical grid isn't protected in any way. I can turn off the entire...
All right, Olga.
It won't be easy to turn off the electricity. I can try, but there's a good chance I'll get kicked from the system, and then I can't help it.
Okay. So, das haben wir.
They know where I am, Igor. I need to run. You're on your own.
Thanks for your help. Be careful.
Oh. So, jetzt kann sie aber gleich in dem Raum nicht die Scharfschützen ausschalten. Aber die Tür ist... Ne, hier ist das noch gar nicht, oder?
I've taught you how to change past events. It's time to use that knowledge again. Try, fail, learn, repeat.
So, das haben wir geändert. Wie viele Sequenzen sind da noch vor uns? Noch eine Menge. So.
The Golden Corridor was overrun with NAR soldiers, but
I'm in the Golden Corridor. It looks like NAR beefed up security.
If they actually buy our officer-prisoner dress-up game at this stage, then...
Let's try the prisoner escort charade.
Stop right there. I don't recognize you, soldier. We quell the storm?
And ride the thunder! We captured a Western spy, comrade!
Okay, go ahead.
I've taught you how to change past events. It's time to use that knowledge again. Try, fail, learn, repeat.
So.
Damn.
The scientists are against all the...
What are you doing here? This is a restricted area.
Ah, shit.
Security! We have an intruder on site! Intruder!
Ja, toll.
You failed. You let your friend down. You let me down. Thanks to your planning, your companion's existence is about to end in this timeline.
Mikhail, no! Oh, fuck! The poor bastard!
Man down!
Jo.
Mikhail, tell me you're still breathing, you crazy bastard!
He's gone, Igor. Now focus. You've got to focus on the mission.
Wieso habe ich denn meine Rüstung wieder nicht an? Da oben. Ah, geht's dir gut? Dämlicher Wichser, ey. Was macht der denn? So, und jetzt stehen wir wieder an der Tür.
These old ventilation ducts will take me straight to the Ark.
Ah, ne, doch nicht. Lüftungsschächte. Welche Lüftungsschächte, ja? Was meint der?
The door is trapped. Touch it.
Actually,
Tarakan, I like your thinking.
the doors are behind you, Igor. Then you go through you from there.
Aha.
Oh, hello, Igor. I've been expecting you.
Semenov? You said you didn't want any part of this. Explain yourself.
You are remarkable, my boy. Yes, ask your questions, please. I have to say...
Tanya, where is she?
You've always known where she is. She's here. Alas, that is the wrong question.
What do you mean?
You should be asking, what is she?
If you hurt her in any way...
Stop, please. Stop playing the role of a naive, lovesick puppy dog. After everything you've seen, everything you've learned, you embarrass yourself with your petty personal concerns. I'll spell it out for you. If you haven't the stomach to see it for yourself, Tatiana is a crucial part of our ChernobyLite experiment. She always has been. There were other candidates, but fate decided for us. It was always going to be her. We're going to use Tatiana to create a stable wormhole to the ChernobyLite world. She will travel there and help us reach its source. With her help, I will usher in a new era of human civilization.
This is madness. I should have killed you the first time I saw you.
My God, is this display of moral outrage supposed to impress me? You must put your maudlin sentiments aside, Igor. The world cares nothing for such things. The only real force in this life is change and growth, evolution, exploration, the act of discovery. Everything else is a substitute, an excuse meant to justify a meaningless, pathetic existence. Not for me, my boy. And you. You are my biggest regret. Did you know that? I made a mistake letting you go. You were supposed to be special, so very fucking special. That brain, those talents, all that glorious potential has been wasted on empty, sentimental pursuits. I failed you, yes. Please don't argue with me. And for that I sincerely apologize.
Ja, das bedeutet mir viel, dass sich entschuldigt.
Stay out of my way and I won't kill you. For now.
Unfortunately, no. I cannot allow you to meddle in my affairs anymore. Goodbye, my boy.
What's wrong with you, Igor? How foolish can you be? How did you not see this coming? Your companion's fate has been sealed in this timeline. The least you can do is consider what led to this.
Abo.
Olivier! No! Olivier! Damn it! Olivier, we have to help him!
You cannot hesitate, Mousy. We will mourn the moment when this is all over.
The man move! The priority is to protect the lab!
Damn! Looks like we'll have to fight our way out. These guys are the last thing standing between me and Tatiana. I can't back down now. I'll fight my way in if I have to.
Our prospects are bleak, Mousy. If only we had someone on the inside to draw their attention away from us.
There's no other choice.
Tango spotted! Engage at will!
hat hiervon vielleicht auch einer Munition, die ich brauche. Sieben Schuss. Let's go. Ich brauche Muni und keine mechanischen Teile.
Tatiana.
Da ist sie.
Finally.
Igor, my love. My child.
It's been so very long. But it's finally you. It has to be you.
You know it in your heart, my love. I've been calling out to you for all these years, and you answered.
But how?
You shouldn't be here. It's a mistake. You'll only bring great misery on us all. My poor little boy. All of us together, finally. Release me, my love. Free me.
What did you call me? I don't understand. What can I do?
There's nothing you can do. You have to end this. Both of us. We're a mistake. An abomination. Close the portal. Destroy the connection.
What connection?
The connection is the strongest force in the universe. It cannot be destroyed. It has to be completed. It is our destiny. Go to the reactor. Find it, my love. It is waiting for you.
Find what?
No more waiting. Please, can't you just let me die? I can't take any more.
Tanya?
Go. Die. Fade. Portal.
Tatiana, are you still there?
Boris, help! Die! Igor!
I don't understand. Oh, fuck!
Reactor, ChernobyLite.
What do I do? Oh, fuck, I need to figure this out.
Wo müssen wir denn hin? Oh, ist das nicht Boris?
You took your time, Igor.
Cut the crap. It's time you gave me some answers.
Yes, we'll get to that. But since this is our last meeting, I want to ask you a question first.
Fine. Just make it quick.
What do you really hope to achieve, Igor?
Isn't that obvious? I want to save Tatiana.
You may find this surprising, but our goals are actually aligned.
How's that?
We were both going after the same thing, but this whole time we've been chasing someone else's agenda without knowing it. ChernobyLite's agenda.
Come on, man. I've come too far to be fed a line of bullshit.
Let's start from the beginning. Do you know who I am?
Boris.
I sure do, Boris. You were my closest friend until you decided to betray me. To take Tatiana from me.
Boris is dead. I killed him on that fateful night. April 26th, 1986. And took his identity. Good riddance. He was a treacherous piece of shit.
You took his? Why?
The more important question. The question you somehow failed to ask yourself all this time is, who are you? Because you're not Professor Igor Kiminyuk. You never were. I am Igor Kiminyuk. I only changed my name to protect you and your mother.
Protect me? How? By trying to kill me at every turn?
If I wanted to kill you, I would have done it the first time we met at the power plant.
Will you quit talking in fucking riddles?
The truth is hard to swallow, I know. It was hard for me too. You are me. Tatiana isn't your fiancée. She's mine. Everything you know about her, everything you remember, none of it is yours. You're living someone else's life. My life. You are my clone, sort of. You got my body, my brain, my skills, and most importantly, my memories from before the Chernobyl disaster.
What are you saying? How is that even possible?
Tatiana was sterile. That was our personal tragedy. But when Semenov imprisoned her after the Duga fiasco, she fell pregnant. At first, I thought Boris was the father, and I was angry with her. But that was another of Semenov's lies. He needed me to stay on the project and study ChernobyLite, so he injected Tanya with the nano solution. What happened next was, I don't know what to call it, an immaculate conception. She gave birth to a boy, you. You grew much more quickly than other kids, but your mind didn't seem to follow. It was different somehow.
Okay, noch komplizierter geht nicht, wahr?
No doubt affected you in unpredictable ways. I never really considered you my son. You scared the shit out of me. I didn't know what to do with you. But it was obvious that Semenov would incorporate you into his experiments. Or maybe cut you open and rummage around inside. Until one night, Tanya, your mother, communicated with me telepathically, even though her body was in a coma. She pleaded with me to release you into the woods, and that's what I did.
You're saying Tatiana's child, who you released in the woods in 1990? But that's impossible. Impossible! I don't remember any of this.
Of course you don't. You looked like a teenager, but had the mind of a small child. I remember giving you a sweater that Tatiana knitted for me. The night was so cold. It had my name on it.
The sweater? I had it in the camp. I was imprisoned and...
Yes, it could have been a trigger. Your mind somehow began to rebuild itself. Why in my image? I can only guess. Perhaps you were constructed from Tatiana's desires, from her expectations of a child. Funny, how I called it pseudoscience. I suspect the process was somehow facilitated by the ChernobyLite.
But she's been calling me this whole time. She wanted me here.
I'm afraid you were bamboozled, my poor boy. We all were. It wasn't Tanya who called you here, but it.
ChernobyLite? But the images, the voices.
They felt so real, I know. Your mother was your biggest weakness, and the entity exploited that. It wanted you here. It has plans for you, you see, and I cannot allow it to succeed.
Someone sent me a photo of Tatiana and the piece of ChernobyLite. Those weren't hallucinations. They were real. I couldn't have constructed my portal gun without them.
Oh, that. It was that bastard Semenov, of course. He wanted to bring you here as well. He never got over it when you vanished. Not that it matters now. I really hoped you would stay away. But it's too late now. I can't allow you to interact with the entity in any way. Only one of us is leaving this room alive.
Wait, can't we talk it over?
We just did. Goodbye, son. Igor. I wish there was another way.
Okay.
I wish there was another way. Give up already. I promise to make it quick for Tatiana's sake.
Ich habe aber, glaube ich, nicht genug Muni dabei, wa?
This gives me no pleasure, but it has to be done.
Du Fixer.
Give up already. I promise to make you not strong enough to kill Tanya. Only I am. Why did you have to come here and complicate things? Don't go easy on me. I will do the same for you. You think you're better than me?
Yep. Ja, perfekt.
This gives me no pleasure, but it has to be done. You're making this too easy, son. Why did you have to come here and complicate things? This gives me no pleasure, but it has to be done. Don't go easy on me. I'll do the same for you. Already. I promise to make it quick, but a chance. I don't need a force field to defeat you.
Hä, wo kommt der denn jetzt her?
What? You should be dead.
Yeah, I've been getting that a lot lately. Look familiar?
Where did you get that from?
Where else? I took it from you. From your cold, dead hands, Igor.
What? Where? When?
In a reality where you fucked up, my friend. From one of the many worlds bearing the brunt of your failures.
Are you saying that you come from a different... that you're from...
This is hell. You have no idea.
Where are you going?
Back to my screwed up world, of course. You know me. I'd prefer to die fighting.
Wait!
Don't waste the chance I've given you, Igor. Finish the job.
Finish the job.
It's over, my son. Close the portal. Cut the connection. Deny this thing away into our world. Do it now!
Son, please. It will kill her. It will kill the love of my life. Of our life. Please, there's another way.
Just let me go. I've suffered long enough.
You can do this, son. You can be the man I could not. Be the better version of me. Go through the portal and face this thing. Undo the harm we both caused Tanya.
No, do not do this. Kill me. Just kill me, please. Finish it.
Zerstöre das Portal, reise durch das Portal. Wir zerstören es.
It's time to end this once and for all. If anyone can hear me, run as far from here as you can. Everyone, run like hell. Thank you for showing me the way. I won't waste this, I promise. Goodbye. You can rest now.
The protagonist never explained to his comrades exactly what happened at the power plant, but he came out changed. The ChernobyLite vanished entirely. The zone is now free of it. Igor stalkers drove off the remaining NAR troops and even convinced a few of them to join the cause. Now they're working together for the good of the Samoshels, tracking down the few remaining monsters still roaming the area. Olivier never had the chance to change his own past and prevent the ambush that wiped out his team. His obsession almost steered him down the dark path of treachery, but in the end, he redeemed himself by helping Igor with his mission. Even though it cost him his life, because he had been a part of something bigger than himself, he was at peace in his final moments. In spite of his flaws, Olivier will always be remembered in the zone for his courage and grit. For this haunted place will always be a monument to broken heroes with a twisted past. Mikhail's death was as brutal and violent as his life. He was the angriest, most obnoxious man Igor had ever known, but he was also unfailingly honest, both with himself and others. Mikhail's thirst to avenge his murdered friends was his main driving force, but working with Igor and the others eventually made him appreciate the kinder aspects of life. In spite of his rough manner and the darkness inside him, Igor came to like the neurotic stalker, and by the end, considered him a true colleague. Mikhail may not have fought for Igor's ideals, but he gave his life for their friendship. Tarakan's fight against the Rat King has reached an end. Having barely survived the zone, he realized his time was up. Now, someone else must carry the torch and defeat the evil lurking in the power plant. But Tarakan wasn't worried. After all, he had prepared Igor and others well. Tatakan's true identity was never discovered. Was he a madman, a saint, a spy? Perhaps he was all of these, or perhaps none of them. But one thing is certain. The old man was a true child of Pripyat. His restless soul will forever wander its marshes and woods. When all was said and done, Olga's thoughts went to her mother and the Samoshils. She had joined Igor in his mission because she knew what it meant to live with a hole inside you, a hole left by the departed. As a troubled teenager in Minsk, she'd never planned to become a freedom fighter or martyr, but sometimes we encounter the person who will change our destiny at just the right moment. Life is unpredictable that way. Olga decided to continue serving as the huntress and ranger of Pripyat's forests, striking fear into the hearts of anyone who wished harm upon her people. Like so many before him, General Kozlov made the wrong choices while chasing a dream of the good life. War taught him about the cruelty and inevitability of loss, leaving him indifferent to human suffering. His experiences made him strong, but also blind to the serendipitous moments which could have placed his life on a different trajectory. And so his death was as empty as his life. General Kozlov spent his final moments consumed with bitterness. If I only had another chance, he said to himself. Alas, that is a privilege afforded to very few. Semenov's ambitions and neuroses almost got him killed. He was a brilliant scientist, but could never come to terms with the collapse of the Soviet Union. Though not a devout communist, Semenov could not stomach the chaotic aftermath, for it reflected the emptiness of his own heart. And so he chased his green ChernobyLite dream, hoping his experiments would usher in a new world order. In reality, what he sought was to fill the gaping void in his own soul. Meeting his former student Igor saved Semenov's life, although he could never have predicted it. Confronted with mortal danger, he realized he could no longer allow his demons to determine his fate. He left the zone hoping there was still time for him to find peace. Without Semenov's brilliance, NAR eventually dissolved, most of its mercenaries wiped out by either the Shadows or the Samoshils. Faced with staggering losses, the shareholders halted all funding. All that remains of NAR in the zone are the empty barracks and derelict labs, stark reminders of a misguided ambition based on human misery.
Uns fehlt eine Trophäe. Nee, scheiße. Warte mal. Schließe die Quest Bittere Wahrheit ab. Wieso? Die bittere Wahrheit. kriegen wir die Trophy jetzt? Scheiße. War das hier mit der Selbstzerstörung?
Igor, it's not the end. I won't let it end like this. Go. Die. Fade. Portal. Help. Die. Igor.
So, warte. Das ist das.
These events have not happened yet, as the future is not predetermined. Come back later, Igor.
Okay, also, wir müssen Koslov...
You brought Koslov in for group interrogation. Afterwards, you decided that you couldn't risk... Let's try again with...
So, surprised? Is this my
Satellite?
You should be. What about you? Perhaps Sashka will see about. Are we done? You seem. I know it. What am I? I have a. You're. Tell me. He's 10 years. I don't. It's simply. Do not. How do I end your play? You've got to get. Don't you know where? No. Where this? Do you? You will. You read the call. Thank you. What to do with? Oh, what?
He's just doing.
Lass Koslov laufen.
I'm not a murderer. Thank you. You have to leave. Otherwise, all I.
These events have not...
Nee, scheiße. Wie machen wir das jetzt?
The Black Stalker accused you of being an NAR puppet. You denied it. Let's rearrange the timeline, Igor.
I told you to.
You're talking.
You say, but you're.
How did
you perhaps?
Why? You're in. Listen. It's the.
Your team.
Semenov.
Semenov in Taz.
Ich hoffe, das war jetzt richtig.
Crazy. That's what I anyway. Afraid.
Yes.
These events have not happened yet, as the future is not predetermined. Come back later, Igor.
kriegen wir jetzt diese Kack-Trophäe?
We need to. What's going on? What do you mean? I don't believe you. Yeah. But you know, I'm talking that you've put him on there is so good.
Wie machen wir das jetzt?
Igor, it's not the end. I won't let it end like this. Go, die, fade, portal, help, die, Igor.
Warte mal. Wo war das denn, wo wir den... War das hier?
You and your team, you made the... Let's change the time.
I agree, maybe, but the only...
No talking focus. We kill
Let's pile.
Okay.
You decided...
What you want, should it?
Scheiße, ey, wie machen wir das jetzt? Danke, Aschkim.
Igor, it's not the end. I won't let it end like this. Go, die, fade, portal, help, die, Igor. You decided to kidnap Kozlov and created a Let's change the timeline.
Yeah, like moths. You have a bet. I might, should then.
Wir dürfen die nicht entführen.
You met with... Let's rearrange...
What's all... Don't even... Actually...
Warte. Nein.
This conversation... Really? Regardless. I will be very... I'm sorry. Wait. You're making a huge mistake. You want to know... Okay, but you better...
Ich weiß nicht, ob das richtig ist. So.
You brought Coast... Let's try again with this particular...
So, surprise. Let's is my poor sad... I don't like... You should be... What about... Oh, you seem... I know... What am I? I have a... So, you're... Tell me... I don't... It's... Do... Tell me... You have...
Dann haben wir das eben hier durch.
Someone... What do you... What the... Uh-huh. This... Some... I do... I'm a... That... I talked to... How do I... You could again. Don't be... I don't... You know where... No. Where... This tunnel... do you? You will never... I can see... Are you ready? The call... Thank you. What to do with... Oh, when I...
He's just doing...
Wir lassen ihn laufen.
I'm not a murderer. Thank you. You have to... Otherwise... All I...
So.
The Black Stalker... Let's rearrange...
I told this. You,
How do you... You're in... Listen. It's the truth.
You're delusion.
Semenov...
That was fucking crazy! Well, for a minute there, I thought he was gonna cut you into little pieces and feed you to the dogs. That's what I'd do. If I was him, I mean. Anyway.
Yeah.
These events have not happened yet, as the future is not predetermined. Come back later. The Blackstock... Let's forget about this. The Blackstock...
Ich verstehe das nicht.
These events have... The Blackstalker. Let's forget about this.
So, wir haben ihn gehen lassen.
We need to what I don't know. Yeah. But you know, I told you for the other stuff.
Igor, it's not the end. I won't let it end like this. Go.
Bin sofort wieder da.
Fade. Portal. Help. Die. Igor.
Ey, wie kommen wir jetzt an die letzte Erinnerung?
You and your team, you made the... Let's change the
Das muss doch
timeline
irgendwie
and see
gehen.
what it gets.
I agree on one, but the
No talk anything. Oh, this is we are killing.
As much as password, I also...
All right.
You had made the... Let's change the timeline and see what it gets you, Igor.
Then end him.
And if I miss...
You won't.
What did I do? Confide you.
Don't, or just...
He's down.
The Blackstock... Let's forget about this.
Warte mal. Machen das nochmal. So, Selbstzerstörung.
Igor, it's not the end. I won't let it end like this. Go. Die. Fade. Portal. Help. Die. Igor.
Ich hoffe, das klappt auch. So, der Koslov muss überleben. Steht hier zumindest. Warte mal, ich gucke nochmal. So. Okay, Koslov must survive.
You brought Kost... Let's try again with this particular...
So, surprise is my sad.
not only
You should be. What about Sasha?
Are we done?
You seem.
I know it.
What I have said.
You're... Tell me.
I don't.
Soon. Tell me about you have...
But look, can you don't swim? But
Someone... What the... I won't...
That I talk.
How do I... You know where this... do you? You will never...
I can.
Are you ready to...
The call it.
Thank you. What to do...
it's too deep.
I want to ask him.
He's just do not.
I'm
So,
not a
ihn
man.
lassen wir am
You
Leben.
have to other-
So. Ich guck mal ganz kurz weiter.
to what I don't know. Yeah. I'm told you've put it on the circuit.
Ich hoffe, das funktioniert jetzt auch so. Scheiße. Nee. So geht das nicht. Scheiße, Mann. Oh, fuck, ey. Wie können wir denn die Mission noch mal spielen, ey? Ich verstehe das nicht, ey. Nee. Wie kommen wir an die letzte Erinnerung?
Igor, it's not the end. I won't let it end like this. Go. Die. Fade. Portal. Help. Die. Igor.
Das hilft mir nicht weiter. Was haben wir
Zurück
hier?
zu ChernobyLite hier im Schlafgemach. Ich habe mich beim letzten Mal noch hingelegt. Und ja, ich muss mal anmerken, dass ich so eine neue Aufnahmesession und ich finde jedes Mal, wenn ich reingehe, diesen Titelsong, das Main-Menü-Theme echt schön. Und das da sieht irgendwie ein bisschen erschreckend. Oh, what? Der Winter ist lang. Komm.
Das hilft mir nicht weiter. Oh, fuck, ey. Ich weiß nicht, wie wir da drankommen an die Erinnerung, ey.
Those events have not happened yet, as the future is not predetermined. Come back later, Igor.
Koslov muss überleben. Ja, ich weiß, das ist die Mission, wo der seinen Sohn oder was trifft, ne?
You found Galib. You released him. You and your team had... You made the...
Was haben wir denn
Let's
hier?
change the timeline.
I agree on maybe, but the only way.
No, anything. How could you? We are killing him.
As much pest would I also.
Okay.
Ja. So.
You brought cold... Let's try again.
So, is this a fact? You should have perhaps. Oh, I know what's happened. So, you tell me about these 10. I don't soon. Tell me, you have. But look, remember, don't send will. But what you I do. I'm a that. I talk. How do I end? Do you know where this? Do you? You will. Are you ready? Look, thank. What to do with?
I wanna ask.
He's just doing.
So, wir lassen ihn laufen. So. Warte mal, ist das vielleicht noch eine Erinnerung, wo wir hier mit den... Das war der...
You successfully brought the food back, but weren't sure whether you should tell Olga about Kostya or not. You asked her to join you. Kostya, you felt his plan was unacceptable and refused. You met Kostya. He was captured and held He asked you to release him immediately, and although you initially hesitated,
So, hier haben wir ihn gehen lassen. Was haben
the
wir hier?
Blackstalker accused you of being an NAR puppet. You denied it. Let's forget about this for now, Igor, but know that it can still happen in the future, so you will need to be prepared. These events have not happened yet, as the future is not predetermined.
Wie kommen wir da hin?
We need to what I don't yeah. I put up I'm told that you've put it on the series of it.
Das ist auch nicht das Richtige. Ich brauche die letzte Erinnerung.
Igor, it's not the end.
Ich weiß nicht, wie ich die freischalte. Hier auf der linken Seite die letzte. Die hier.
These events have not happened yet, as the future is not predetermined. Come back later.
Also wir müssen ihn dafür auf jeden Fall am Leben lassen.
Let's try.
So, surprise. Is this a family? What the my sad.
Not only.
You should be. What about you? Sash. Are we done? You seem. I have a. Tell me about. It simply isn't your style, Professor. Besides, you don't even know where he is. Do not.
Ja.
How do I? Again. Don't. Do you know where? No. Where this? Do you? I can. You read the call. It. Thank you. What to do?
He's just doing.
I'm not a Thank you. You have other. All that.
You and your. Let's change the timeline.
Das ist die letzte Trophäe, die mir jetzt fehlt.
Okay.
Das ist ja die Mission, wo er seinen Jungen trifft. Ich finde darüber zwar ein Video im Internet, aber ich weiß nicht, wie ich die im Nachhinein noch freischalte. Wir versuchen noch mal kurz was.
The Blackstalker. Let's forget about this for now, Igor, but know that it can still happen in the future.
So, die Erinnerung machen wir weg. Haben wir den jetzt leben lassen? Ja, ne? Ja, haben wir. Okay.
point. What
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm...
If you know, I told you for the under so little.
So. Ich hoffe, das klappt jetzt. If you can use it to save when you save on a death, you can change the memories of the choice you have made in the game previously. Okay, change it to Wieso antwortet der Penner nicht? Der müsste eigentlich...
Igor, I need...
All right.
I don't know exactly because of any...
Well, okay.
Schwarzer Stalker. Wir machen das jetzt einfach.
Magic powder? It's not really...
Aber die Mission bekommen wir eigentlich von dem General.
Watch out for those bastards, Igor. I heard on the radio that they're sending more troops to Red Forest.
Olga, I think I found some of this... What did you call it? Dust?
Stay vigilant. There could be lurkers nearby. Those things are never too far away.
Hey, you! Where'd you...
don't...
Friendly...
Why
did you...
Look.
What?
Now...
Just keep...
So, warte noch mal ganz kurz.
A good idea.
Did you hear that?
Talking to
Any? Jesus. This isn't really a cemetery. Unbelievable. Is it possible they were telling the truth?
What's going on?
Remember when I told...
What do you mean?
It seems that's...
You can...
I told you to go. There's no...
You're
You think that you're...
How did
You...
Rat!
There you... What?
You're in... Listen.
You're a god.
It's the...
You're dirty...
Semenov...
You... Seminary...
That was fucking crazy! That's what I did!
Ja, wie geil ist das denn? Jetzt kann ich nicht raus.
Magic powder? It's not really...
Ich dreh durch, ey.
Yes.
Aha.
I know you're there, Professor. We need to... I've got...
Are you?
General...
Why should
I don't... Red...
What's so I don't...
I know.
Da ist die Mission.
That was custom the red hood.
I appreciate...
I see. He knows that remembered is sure. Someone.
Ja, aber ich habe die Mission ja jetzt.
General Koslov, head of NAR security. A man from the past with a past. I know his kind.
They say they want a happy, quiet life, but they are addicted to war and suffering.
For the record, going to this meeting is dangerous. Going alone is downright stupid. Watch out for any sign of an ambush, okay?
I will. This must be the place.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Show me your hands.
I didn't come here to play cops and robbers, Professor Kaminyuk. If I wanted to get rid of you, you'd be making your bed in a lime pit right now.
Let's make one thing clear. I can tell the difference between a friend and an enemy.
Are you certain of that, Kaminyuk? There's something you need to see. There's a helipad with an abandoned helicopter next to the railroad. Go there, find the button that powers it up, and press it.
What's that supposed to do? Blow me to bits?
No harm will come to you. Please, indulge me. Then come back and we will talk again.
Okay.
Forget it, Igor. If Kozlov has something to tell you, why didn't he just say it?
What are you saying?
It's all an elaborate trap. They're going to stuff you into an old tire and set it ablaze. I've seen it many times before.
Not a very attractive prospect. I'm at the helicopter. Kozlov wasn't lying about that, at least.
So you think you can trust him now? You can still back out, you know. Come back and we'll hunt this bastard down together.
Ich hasse diese Viecher.
Talk to me, Igor.
There's an underground bunker beneath the helipad.
Don't go in there. Please. Let's regroup and we can figure out what to do next.
I'll let you know what I find.
So, ich muss in den Bunker.
This is getting interesting.
I'm losing you.
Surveillance equipment. Can't be Soviet. It looks cutting edge. Someone's keeping tabs on me in our little warehouse operation. But I've got everything here. My exact words, my plans. But how? Is the place bugged? Olivier, come in.
Where did you go? Thought I lost you for a second there, buddy.
I found a bunch of surveillance hardware in the bunker.
It must be an old Soviet facility. I wouldn't worry about it.
That's not all. I also found intel about me and our mission. Someone is listening to everything we say in the warehouse.
Are you certain? Maybe it's just old intel the KGB gathered on you.
No way. The equipment looks brand new and... Goddammit, Olivier, someone's been tracking our every step. We need to talk. I'll come back soon.
You've seen it. I can see it in your eyes. What do you think?
That's what I should be asking you.
Are you spying on us?
My dear Professor, you have a brilliant mind for science. But reading people is not your strong suit. No, I'm not spying on you. That is the hidey hole of a rogue operative. To be honest, I only recently discovered it. I'm not sure who he's working for, but I do know who he is.
Yes, General?
A military man with connections to a foreign agency. Canadian, perhaps?
Why did you
assume I don't. You think you may fight. We're all but much.
Enough.
Your bet think he's worth the whole otherwise.
Bullshit. Does his spot
make you treat this if you think I came here to work here instead when they hid him from?
Am I supposed to?
No. Help me fight.
This can't be a.
What?
It seems he's still
A real hunt.
I don't.
That's too. In any case, such a decision.
Why did you lie?
I can't help.
This is where we.
It would be better.
I wish I planned.
Da ist die Trophäe. Let's go. Und die Platin-Trophäe. Sehr schön. Gott sei Dank. So. Ja, hat ja nur 4 Stunden noch gedauert, wa?
I'll get straight to the point.
Whoa,
What's the...
Kozlo, it does.
You can never...
So. Da ist er. So, und dann würde ich sagen, mit diesem wunderschönen Bild verabschiede ich mich für heute. Ich bedanke mich fürs Zuschauen und dann sehen wir uns im nächsten Game wieder. Ich bin raus, euer D-Max. Ciao.